Hello, depressed raspberry. If you're trying to make me mad, I can just ban you now. Well, please watch for a while. I'm actually throwing hard Final Fantasy XIV fight. So when the fight starts, I can't read the chat. I've heard of it. So does a clown, and we don't ask it serious questions. Hello, Mickey. People want correct answers from GPT and rarely get 100 correct answers, just good enough, which isn't good enough. When safety is concerned, you don't ask a clown to put out a fire. Good enough is for translations. Good enough is for describing a photo to someone who can't see it. But you don't ask the AI questions that are a matter of life or death, legal or safety. Like several AIs have basically told people to make poison food without the context of it being a joke. Yeah, and we don't let babies drive heavy machinery either. Good enough is not good enough when safety is involved. Raspberry, people are getting too excited over A that is performing the same parlor trick that a parrot does. The parrot doesn't understand anything. But it knows if it says Polly wants a cracker, it gets food. And the existing AI pretty much in that realm. Text to speech. Good enough. I use it myself. But every time I've seen demonstrations of generative AI that deals with knowledge or experience, it's like, am I supposed to be impressed by this? It's so cherry-picked. Now Hickory is probably someone who was impressed by ChatGPT. The only thing GPT-4 made me think is so they taught it how to tell a joke. All the other things demonstrated, AIs were already doing. Like, you will not convince me that ChatGPT should be used in anything other than translation. Cause the last thing we need is ChatGPT telling people to make rat poison brownies. Like, I kid you not, people see the crap that 5-minute crafts makes, and a good 20% of those things will kill you. Good enough is not satisfactory. Text-to-speech and translation can be good enough. You don't take the student with a C, report card to an academic competition. ChatGPT can do some interesting things, but very little of it is as practical. Raspberry, yes. That's why I pointed it out. You can cherry pick the good ones, but you have to realize that a lot of them are bad. They push videos that are good enough even though lots are fake. And that's the same problem with using ChatGPT when you need an actual instruction for something. Like, don't ask ChatGPT how to do surgery. Don't ask it how to sue someone. Heck, don't ask it how to commit tax fraud. Positively won't go over well. The interesting things are always going to be around translation. Because even humans do translation poorly. People dying because the AI can't decide on how to solve the trolley problem is not a good solution. Either the AI must defer to the human driver, or it must go into a safe mode where it calls for help. Raspberry, ChatGPT has told people to make food that would certainly kill them. I do not want someone who got a recipe from ChatGPT anywhere near kitchen. Maybe ChatGPT can make clothing. That would be interesting. It's stuff like that. Because companies have a very naive view of how AI can improve their business. So they just stick the AI in places that need common sense. Like, you're better off letting the AI do customer support. Because at least if the AI refunds everyone who asks, you learn not to let it do that. 'Cause that's what skip fetish is. And Uber Eats AI chatbots do last I checked. Yeah, Raspberry, that's why ChatGPT should not be considered if there is the potential for the AI to tell the user to do something unsafe. Like the AI does not possess common sense. It has no world experience. It has a D&D wisdom score of 0. Despite having like an intelligence score of 15. It literally does not know when it is saying something stupid or dangerous. It'll improve. It's just companies are in too much of a hurry to cash in on AI that they don't ask if AI even belongs in that part of their business. I don't want AI suggesting food. And they are recipes that Coke has used. The last one tasted like suntan lotion. And why would you ask ChatGPT for a recipe you already know how to make? Think about people who do not know how to make thing, and ChatGPT can't tell the difference between a joke recipe from The Onion from a real one. Like, I know how to cook. I know if a recipe is bad. If it asks for exotic ingredients that you would not normally have in your country, question it. Go ask ChatGPT how to make something with ratificum. It should not tell you how to make anything with it. The AI should have common sense as a safeguard.